Hey, good morning and happy 4th of July, YouTube. Well, anyway, I'm working on the Suzuki Intruder 750, and so this thing's been running great. I mean, it's been running great. I did notice it was missing a head bolt. You might notice in my video, this one was over here, so I just want to make sure there was no broken bolt in there. So I don't know what happened with that, but I ordered a new one. It was like 12 bucks, not too bad. I ordered a new bolt, and I ordered the battery for this thing, and I ordered the master cylinder kit. I extracted the bolt right here. Basically what I did was, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this real quick. I took a 3/16 brake line, cut it down to so it's just about an inch, put it in the hole, and then went down straight down through it. And then when I reversed the drill bit, believe it or not, I didn't have to tap it or nothing. The threads came right out with it. The whole, it was basically in a perfect center, and it just basically unscrewed itself. So that's all set. I was able to save the master cylinder. I unseized it. I cleaned it in the ultrasonic cleaner, but there's still not. The seals are bad because there's no pressure, and it's got some pressure, but basically that's it's not quite there. I mean, I could touch it if I squeeze hard enough. So the kit for these are 33 bucks and was worth it, so I ordered that. I got the clutch one's all done. I bled the clutch out, which is right here. This thing feels absolutely awesome, and there's no leaks. I pressure washed it. This right here is your master cylinder, slave cylinder I mean. Your master's right there, your slave is right here. So if you ever hear the terminology slave cylinder, this is it. Basically when you squeeze the brake handle, or the clutch lever I mean, it's basically just like a brake piston. It pushes the clutch lever in, and it is really smooth to operate. And then you have your little cap right here with a bleeder screw, and then that's basically where you bleed it from. Not much different than brakes, I find I crack it loose and I put my finger over it and push it. When I push on it, it lets the air out, but keep pressure on it, and it keeps popping out, and then you close it off, and then boom, you got your brakes. Well, anyway, I'm just going over the bike and fixing all the little doodads that are wrong with it. I ordered the battery. I was able to get a battery online, 56 bucks, free shipping from eBay, brand new battery. So I'm stoked about that. I'm waiting for that to come in. So I ordered today the head bolt. I ordered the master cylinder kit. I ordered the battery, and I ordered the air filter. I can't believe this thing ran as good as it did. This is the air filter that came out of it. They made a bedroom in there. You can see the mouse nest right there. And look at that. I was popping the cover off to do some cleaning to the bike, and I noticed in the hole here, I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. Very faintly if you can. There's a mouse nest in there. Very hard to see, but I noticed. I'm like, holy crap. Look at that nest. There's a big gaping hole in the filter. So, yep, that's the problem with this one. So I'm going to throw some rubber gloves on and rip that all out. And carburetor throats look clean, which was one of my big concerns. I was like, oh my god, please don't be all crap. But the intake tube is mouse free, so they didn't want to venture up that far. Thank God. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'll pull this out there. There we go. All that right there, look at that. The whole friggin' thing. Whole air filter box. It's just one big giant freaking mouse nest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover over the carburetor intake. Use some duct tape, patch it real quick, and then pull that out. You can use plastic bags, you can use anything. You can use basically with a baggie with a zip tie, which is if I can't find my duct tape, that's what I'll use. Basically what you do is just throw a baggie over it and then put a zip tie around it, and no crap can get in there. So that works out pretty well. And I'm wondering how that other carburetor goes into that airbox as well. Unless there's two air filters, which I'm thinking there might be. Yeah, it looks like there might be another one up top there. Holy crap, I can pull this tank off. This thing's got two air filters. I'm going to take a gander and pulling this tank off and checking that one as well. I don't think that one's ever been replaced, judging from the looks of this. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I didn't realize this thing had 2 air filters. That's gnarly. But if there's a mouse nest in one, the second one is worth checking out. So for that right there, we're going to pop that line off and drain the fuel out of that line. Pop that tank off, unscrew it, and then see if we can find a mouse nest in the upper valley. I bet this thing's going to run a whole shit ton better. Talk about coming to life, right? I mean, it's sat for 4 years, so you got to expect stuff like that, you know? So, part of the adventure, right? Part of the adventure. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you guys my my air filter, and I will come back and see if there's anything in the other one. Okay, YouTube, I'm back. Okay, so I popped off the fuel tank. Removed the fuel tank. This is what do you call it there? Look inside. There's a little bit of stuff in there, but nothing, you know, just like little leaves. Nothing dramatic. There's no what do you call it there? Any obstructions in there. The air filter actually looked in very good shape for the second air filter. Bet you a lot of people don't even know this air filter exists in there. So see if I can get a close up on that part number for you. Okay, that's the part number for the second air filter that goes up underneath the fuel tank, which actually looked in everything great shape. So it's held in there with 3 little screws, and then the bellow. This is the one right here. It's the 90, and I'm very glad that this one looked clean. So, and it was funny because this is the cylinder right here that was giving me the problems. So that one's connected to that mess. So I think I see a common denominator right here. So anyway, that's where the air filters are located, on the 1989 Suzuki Intruder vs750 V-twin. Bike is in excellent condition. I mean, for the year and for what it's got wrong with it, this bike is sweet. I mean, I pressure washed it a little bit, I cleaned it up a little bit, and it's just in such good shape. I really like it. I mean, it's not my Virago, but you could definitely see where they went off the Harley. My brother's got a Springer, and it's got the same size front tire. It's got the rotor on the same side, only one rotor, just like on the Springer. It's got the Harley Davidson style handlebars. It's got the choke in the same place as the FLH that I know of, and the what do you call it, ignition switch is down bottom, like you find on the older bikes. But they kept a Japanese traditional shaft drive. I love that system. So I mean, the last time the bike was on the road was in 13. You know, and I think this thing is going to be up and running in a week. Once those parts come in from eBay, this bike right here is going to be sitting right up in front of my house for sale. Do some parts, you know, some cleanup on it, and see if I can get this thing to run a little better, which I think once I replace that air filter, which I just ordered, I think it's going to do that. I mean, that is just horrendous. So anyway, YouTube, if you're wondering why there's if you're having a problem with the air intake, you have 2 air filters on this thing. 2 carbs, 2 air filters. It's crazy, but that's how they did it. 1 down bottom, 1 up top, and the bottom one has the big hole right underneath the cover, so that's going to be the quickest way to get in. That one right there, that tube goes up underneath and comes out, so it's almost like a ram air system. But I don't know, that's how they did it. They calibrated them the same. It's got a smaller air filter up top, bigger one down bottom. Well, not really, same amount of space, because the other one's longer. So same amount of air intake, just two different filters. And I don't see a filter number on that one, but it's online, so it's easy enough to find. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please comment. This is the Suzuki Intruder 1989 with the, well, I'm sure they all have the dual air filter systems. One there, one up there. So please like and subscribe. Thank you.